What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Candace Owens, okay? Candace Owens, the black conservative that she is, apparently she pulled up on Patrisse Cullors. Now, Patrisse Cullors has been in the news for seemed like almost a year. I have been chronicling in several videos her lifestyle, how she's been living off those funds from BLM, her and her wife, buying mansions. She bought a ton of property herself. Her wife bought property, and they also did a joint property buy from the top level BLM women, and they purchased a $6 million home in California. They said it was going to be for work. Yeah, right. You know, they did like a George Floyd tribute in the backyard area where they were sipping champagne, you know, toasting to all the money that George Floyd made them. I spoke about that. But now Candace Owens is pulling up on her. Let me just say this about Candace Owens, okay? You know, Candace Owens actually got canceled by conservatives or certain conservatives due to a certain website that she had ran, right? Before she became conservative. And ever since then, I kind of feel like Candace Owens has been doing a lot to either show that she is a conservative through and through, and that she's about going at liberals and Democrats and exposing a lot that's going on, especially black liberals. And her pulling up outside of Patrisse Cullors' home, to me, this could have went a couple of different ways. This could have went very wrong. You know, I haven't gotten to the arc yet, but I just want to know, did Patrisse call the police? I don't mean to laugh, but it is funny. Let's get into this article from your web. It says, as it was previously reported, Patrisse Cullors, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, has faced heavy criticism over the last couple of weeks following a report that the alleged organization secretly bought a $6 million house. Cullors issued a statement back in April to address these big claims. She said at the time that I have never misappropriated funds. Yeah, right. And it pains me that so many people have accepted that narrative without the presence of tangible truth or facts. Well, you're not presenting any truth or facts. You're calling people discriminants and saying that they just hate black people or black women. Nonetheless, this will soon be made clear upon the release of BLM's 990s. In her statement, she also clarified the intentions of the estate. The property the reporter addressed was purchased in 2020 as a space where those within Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation and broader movement community could work, create content, and host meetings and foster creativity. Well, y'all haven't done anything for black people. Where are the programs? Where are the scholarships? I haven't seen it. Y'all are making money and you're spending money. See, the one thing about these types of people, they are good at spinning narratives. They're good mouthpieces, but they have nothing to show. It's all talk and no action. They have been going at Patrisse for almost a year about these, and she has not presented anything. She has not presented anything that leads people to believe that this money was, that the money that's being used to buy that home was made for anything other than leisure. I mean, you did a George Floyd tribute sipping champagne in the back, you know, with a table full of food, right? Food that probably cost some money. It wasn't Popeye's chicken. Of course, she was slammed online following the New York Times article. Even commentator Candace Owens chimed in and had a lot to say. While appearing on Tucker Carlson tonight, Owens said purchasing a Topanga Canyon, California mansion, Cullors proves that she is the trained Marxist she claims to be, because Marxists, by definition, steal from others to enrich themselves. This Saturday, Cullors spoke out again. This time, she shared the harassment she has been facing ever since the story was published. She hopped on Instagram Live and also revealed that Candace Owens is actually outside her home with a camera crew demanding and harassing her, something that Cullors simply calls unacceptable. Where was Cullors' wife? I want to know where her wife was. Where was your wife at? Okay? Is your wife in Toronto in her mansion? Did I mention that? Did I mention the fact that, her wife purchased a mansion in Toronto? But you are not misappropriating funds. You could have went and bought a headquarters, one particular headquarters, or maybe branched out and leased offices, or maybe even purchased offices. You didn't do that. You're purchasing mansions. You want me to believe that you purchased a mansion just to do community work. That's BS.
Has been hard and challenging and amazing and have created an incredibly dangerous environment for me. This morning, I woke up to Candace Owens being outside of my house with a news that I come outside, when I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that any stranger come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candace Owens, another Black woman who is actually working as a part of a right-wing agenda, comes outside of my house with cameras. As you all know, I've experienced, and many of us have experienced, death threats. Many of us have children. Many of us are super vulnerable. And the fact that she's came outside my house and demanded things, harassed me, is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. And I'm going to keep doing the work I need to do to make sure that I'm in right relationship with my community.
And I don't think she's talking about the Black community. She's talking about basically the feminist alphabet community. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about that community. She's not talking about Black people, because BLM over these years have not done much for Black people. They go out there and it's a perception, but the perception versus reality is not the same. And I just want to know, Patrisse, did you call the police? Why you didn't call the police? This woman is harassing you. You said it's a dangerous situation. Why didn't you call the police then? Why did you, maybe she did and we don't know. But the first thing that you decide to do once this happened was to go and get on Instagram Live just so you can get sympathy from people who believe you're a thief or you are a misappropriator. How do you explain all these mansions being bought, no office buildings being bought? You know why? Because you can't live in an office building, but you can't have the type of environment that you want. So what you seek to go do is buy mansions, and people want to know, what is your salary in regards to BLM? How come you're getting all this money to buy these properties? Because these properties aren't cheap. So Candace Owens confronting you and applying pressure, which again, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. You're not a journalist, right? But we all know that Candace Owens I believe she has a show at the Daily Wire. So maybe this was going to be a part of it. But again, I don't know why she would go there to confront Patrisse. I think that Patrisse has been getting a lot of heat on social media, and Patrisse is going to use this to gain sympathy.
But I'm not going to let the right wing and right wing pundits and media try to drive me against my community and have the community driven against me. I'm begging and pleading with all of you all to pay attention to what's happening to me and to many other people, many other leaders inside of this movement. Pay attention to what's happening.
What she wants y'all to do is she wants y'all to stop looking at her and look at Candace Owens. She said, hey, don't look at the fact that I'm taking this money and I'm buying mansions. You know, I'm not buying buildings for schools or community centers. I'm not starting programs and scholarships. If they've done those things, you can tell me in the comment section. All right? You're buying homes to throw parties at. Let's just be real. That George Floyd tribute was everything you needed to know about BLM.
Because what happened to me today has the potential to open up the floodgates of many other right-wing people that may next time be bearing arms, that may next time be more violent. This is unacceptable. Black people should be able to fight for our rights, for our right to live without being harassed, without being, without fearing for our lives.
Well, Patrisse, you know, you did that to yourself when you misappropriated those funds. Now, again, I don't know about the whole confronting you. I don't understand why that would need to be done. I think that she was already cooked. I think her goose was pretty much cooked. I don't think that there was anything that was going to save her. Like, let's check this article out. This is from Yahoo. BLM's co-founders nonprofit flooded with secret cash from tech titan companies. Can you explain that, Patrisse? Can you explain the secret cash? Maybe Patrisse is right. Maybe she didn't buy all those mansions and property with BLM cash. She bought that with money that was given to her by these tech companies in order to work together to push a certain narrative. You know, Mark Zuckerberg was, you know, he was spending a lot of money in 2020. So maybe they got some of that cash. And maybe that is how she was able, and her other people were able to buy what they bought. A dark money nonprofit chair by Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors has received majority of its recent cash from a secretive fund used by Silicon Valley tech giants, filing show. Cullors' nonprofit Dignity and Power now pulled in $4.2 million in undisclosed contributions in 2020. Its most recent tax form shows, but while the group does not identify its financial backers, Fox News Digital has discovered that $2.5 million of that money was funneled through the Silicon Valley Community Foundation and into BLM activist social justice nonprofit. There is nothing dark or non-transparent about money Fox was so easily able to identify the source and documentation for, said Mark Anthony Clayton Johnson, Dignity and Power, now executive director. Again, we got more groups that do nothing for anybody. These people are shiesty con artists, and they can't be trusted. And I've chronicled this in many videos. Matter of fact, I'll put my most recent ones in the description. Patrisse Cullors now wants sympathy because she's getting cooked all over social media, and she can't take it. She cannot take it, man. But you put yourself here, Patrisse. Patrisse, you and all those people who, you know, got greedy, you did this to yourself. Now, again, I don't know about Candace Owens just showing up and pulling up on somebody, but we've seen this done before. Liberals do this kind of stuff all the time. Liberals pull up on people all the time. Look at 2020. They would pull up at restaurants and demand white people, you know, support them. We have seen a lot of harassment and bullying from BLM, from Antifa, And Patrisse didn't say anything about that, but one person, Candace Owens, who's a threat to nobody, and she wants to cry fake tears. I'm in fear. Right wingers. No, you're just out here taking extra money because you're greedy. You're buying up a bunch of property and you have no real explanation. You don't have any receipts to explain it, and you're mad. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see y'all in the next video.